Where were you when you had your big idea? At your desk? In your car? At the store? Suddenly, you decide to go for it and strive for the success that lies ahead.
Success means closing that $1 million deal. Tonight, it's all about you making it happen. Just commit to a vision and a success, and move on that journey.
We've been on board for a long time now, and we're not going to get off the train until we arrive at the station. We really have to keep a culture where it's okay to have crazy ideas.
I love to create. I live to create.
You have to force yourself to get out of your comfort zone.
How bad do you want this to work? Just fired up and this is what I'm doing. Come hell with my work, and I'll tell you, hell and high water will come.
The people who shake up the industry is always that small guy who came out of nowhere.
I had to believe in myself. I had to believe in my product.
You have to have that courage inside, dig for it, find it, and hold on to it. Michalowicz, you're a business coach, get people to the next level. What are the tips? What do you say to people before they have that big meeting, either with the client or the angel investor? Because I believe there are these make-or-break meetings in any business's lifetime.
Absolutely. I stick with the football analogy. When you're going to play a game, you don't know just your team. You got to know who you're playing against. You got to know the angel you're meeting with, what they want, and what's going to sell to them.
Have the right team to bring this new technology to market successfully and profitably.
If the investor hands us over a check tomorrow, we actually pretty much will have welcomed somebody else into our family.
Before we find out whether they get the money or not, does he have the $500,000 bucks? I feel like Howie Mandel. Does he have the $500,000 bucks in the envelope or not? You saw a little of the meeting. How do you think Bruce and Evans did in that meeting?
Made me nervous. You know, a sale has to be summed up very strongly in the last 30 seconds, and they had their opportunity. Paul, you're going to have fun, and you're going to be a great friend. He is investing $500,000. Don't worry about angel investor. He's an investor. Investors want a return on their money. That's a scary wrap-up, in my opinion.
Okay, Doug, was there anything you heard Bruce? How can I change my pitch to get them to bite the hook? That's fantastic, fantastic advice. Listen as much, if not more, than you're talking. Mike, anything you saw in that meeting that says to you do's or don'ts as far as making that big deal?
We got to be aware the message changed. So he's selling as a niche product to the end customer. It's a one-to-one relationship. It's very focused. We're just talking about surfing. So now it's a whole different market. It's a whole different message. He's got to be aware the message is going to change.
All right, guys, let's do a little handicapping. You saw his blog pitch. Good, bad? What do you think he did right and wrong? Let's start, Mike, with you.
I think he did great. Blogging is about truthful talk. They were critiquing him. They were picking on him. They were saying great things. It doesn't matter. You want talk. You want that all over the web. Web 2.0 is the way to go.
Doug, how was the blog pitch?
I think it was really good, but the smart thing that Peter did was he basically said he doesn't care if he gets good or bad feedback. He just wants feedback. So he's hedged himself perfectly with the right community. That's the winner.
The bottom line for becoming the must-have product. At first, target the bloggers. Always be blogging. Also, be truthful when you talk about your product. You're going to find out one way or another. And stand out. Be outrageous. You need that attention first. Okay, the bottom line's on making that big $1 million deal, that first deal, Robert. If you had to pick one thing, what is the one most important thing if you're going to cut that first $1 million deal?
Get out there and be passionate about what you're doing. If you don't believe in your product, you shouldn't be here at CES. These guys are it's the best show in the world, and I love your show for bringing the American dream into my home every night. These guys are kicking butt, and this show kicks butt because of the entrepreneurs. I love these guys.
We love you. All right, Mike. You had to pick one thing if somebody's watching at home and they want that first $1 million bucks, they want to make it happen.
When the show's over, the selling is not. You've got to follow up. You've got to take those cards from the show, and you've got to be following months and months from now and closing the deals after the show, too.
All right, Dr. Doug, whether it's the show, whether it's in general, again, because we follow these businesses as they've gone from idea to the show, whether it's electronics or anything else, right? All the things we've talked about marketing, we've talked about selling, we've talked about packaging, we've talked about production and financing. We're at school. We're Dr. Doug's school of making our millions.
Right.
What is the one Dr. Doug holy grail?
Hands down, it's got to be understand it's not about you. It's not an ego thing. Let go of your business. Let it grow. Monitor it, but get out of its way. Bring in the people you need to bring in so it can go to the next level.
Here's my final bottom line if you're going to make those millions, and I'm sure about it. It's not about the product. It's not about the financing. It's not about the marketing. It's not about the deal. It's not even about the idea. It's about you. You have to say, why not me? You know what? There are no geniuses out there. I've met them. Trust me, I've met the Fortune 50 CEOs. I've met the inventors. I've met the captains of industry. Yeah, they work hard. But it starts with, they say, you know what? Why not? I can do it. You got to start with that. If you don't believe it, if you don't feel you're entitled to it, it's not going to happen. It's not any psychobabble. It's the truth. Say, why not me? That's step one.